Hi friends, welcome. In a three-part series, we have already discussed by using Python how you will get the mutual fund's net asset value or NAV information based on the date or the most recent NAV value, and then also we have seen how to multiply with the number of units and get the total investment, and we can also plot the graphs by taking the historic data of a fund and observe it how our investment is moving. So all this we have seen by using the basic Python. Now we'll integrate this learning into our Tkinter application. So we can create GUI applications which you can operate in our desktops and see one by one. First we'll start with by giving input to through the Tkinter window a say scheme code or a code name. Then we'll get the what is the recent NAV data from the mutual fund by using our API. We'll learn more about this. This is the page. This URL is there in the description below. You will get all the parts of this basic script on Python is available, and all the video links also you will get it here. Come to the end. Here you will get at the end, you will get the link to our Tkinter application also. You can see here mutual fund NAV track using Tkinter GUI. So when you click this, you will land it here. This is the application what we will be developing now, and this is the screen what you will get it. Enter the scheme code, get the latest NAV. It will tell you the scheme name, the scheme code, the date and the current NAV value. It is just explained here how this works, and below that also you will get a flow chart, and the entire source code is here. So you can just copy this code and use it in your desktop applications, and more also in this page we will be adding more script to track a group of a list of schemes or a total investment value, graphs, all these things we will add it here. I am in my Visual Studio Code. You can use any editor whatever you want to use it. So in the Tkinter, so I am importing the Tkinter here, then the message box because I want to give the error message and all. So the request module again, which you have earlier also in the basics we have discussed about how the request module help us to get the data from the remote URL. So this is the key function and which will be fetching us the data. So here is the URL. So this also we have discussed it. The scheme code will go here, and this URL you will get the JSON string as a latest NAV with the data and all, and this part remains the same as we have discussed that earlier, that this is the how the data is extracted from the JSON scheme. Below that, what happened now, what we are adding is we are just adding these labels values because we have to display the NAV data here. So we will be using this labels the config method. Here you see the config. So that data we are just updating in the screen. So that is how this part is updated labels in the Tkinter we have applied it. Now below that you can see all the our window what you are using it, title, the dimensions, the configuration, root, then we have all the labels and the buttons. So button you can see the command is the here you can see command is the fetch data. So this once the button is clicked by the user, you can see here this fetch data function is called. So inside that fetch data all the data is called, the JSON string is here we get it, and these data are collected, and this data what you have collected we display it in the labels here. So these are all the Tkinter labels whatever we are using. Below that all the grid layout we have used. So you can see here there is nothing change here. You can see all the labels and all. Let's run this code and we will see the output. So here it is. I am running this. I should get the here is my window default one scheme code is there. So this scheme code I can edit it also, get the latest NAV. So it will go fetch the details. This gives me the name of the fund name, then the scheme code same just for repeat, and which date the NAV is. Now let me change this 120251. One more scheme I have taken, scheme code. Here you see as equity debt fund, this is the date and this is the NAV value of this scheme code. I must maintain a list of scheme name and scheme code. In the second part, we will also see that without using the code by going through using the scheme name, we can easily get the value also. That's all, friends. We'll continue further by building the multiple schemes, schemes, and also multiplied by number of units we held. So we'll get our total asset values, or what is our investment value, and these values keeps on changing. So our application will, moment we click the button, it will automatically calculate for all our schemes, multiplied it by number of units we hold, and gives us a total investment value. This also over a time we can, by date wise, we can also create a graph and all, and we can see how our portfolio or our investment is changing. All this we'll learn. If you have any idea, doubt, suggestion, questions, use the comment section below to post it. My request is, please subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon so you'll be notified as and when we add such tutorials, and we will continue further also. Please share this with your friends, and thank you for watching.